Targeting as many learning styles as possible is necessary for designing solid e-learning courses. Even though all people have a preferred learning style, to maximize the efficiency and quality of learning, all learners must be exposed to all learning styles to one extent or another. After completing this lesson, you should be able to describe the VAC model, David Kolb's 4 learning styles, and generational learning styles. You should also be able to apply appropriate presentation methods to your courses to address multiple learning styles. To better process new information or learn a new skill, one must hear it, see it, or try it. Most learners' preferences fall into one of 3 categories. There are people who learn better through seeing. There are people who prefer to learn by hearing. Yet there are other learners who must do hands-on activities to understand and retain new information. These 3 learning preferences are known as the visual, auditory, and kinesthetic learning styles and are part of the VAC model. Visual learners learn best by seeing. If you design courses that have no visual aids, these learners will be lost. In order to satisfy visual learners, instructional designers should include images, handouts, videos, slides, and demonstrations in their courses. Auditory learners, as opposed to visual learners, understand and retain information by hearing it. To accommodate their needs, you should include lectures, discussion groups, and presentations as part of your course design. Kinesthetic learners learn best by doing. To accommodate kinesthetic learners, instructional designers should consider adding hands-on activities to their courses. They may also create board games, experiments, and role plays for these learners. To ensure better retention among learners, it's important to try to accommodate all 3 learning styles by adding at least one activity that fits each learning style. David Kolb developed the Learning Style Inventory. This inventory is comprised of a 4-stage cycle of learning and 4 learning styles. Concrete experience learners are intuitive. They take an artistic approach to learning. They're open-minded and they do not like structure. To accommodate these learners, training instructors or e-learning presenters should serve as motivators. Reflective observation learners are good at understanding different points of view. They understand the meaning of situations by observing and describing them. To accommodate them, training instructors or e-learning presenters should serve as experts. Abstract conceptualization learners analyze information to formulate theories and take a scientific, systematic approach. To accommodate them, training instructors or e-learning presenters should serve as coaches. Active experimentation learners like to learn actively. To accommodate these learners, training instructors or e-learning presenters should serve as facilitators and allow them to learn through experimentation and discovery. Based on the 4-stage cycle of learning, Kolb developed the following learning styles. Convergers prefer to learn through games and simulations. Divergers prefer to learn through hands-on exploration followed by constructive feedback. Assimilators prefer to learn through lectures, experiments, and conceptual models. And accommodators prefer to learn through hands-on activities, presentations, role plays, and debates. Lastly, we'll talk about generational learning styles. Cultural changes influence people's tastes, preferences, and beliefs. As a result, a generational gap between older and younger generations occurs. Because of a rapidly changing culture and wide generational gap that exists nowadays, instructional designers have realized the need for taking different generational learning styles into consideration. While all generations are able to learn through a variety of media, according to research, each generation has certain preferences. The 4 generational learning styles are traditionalists, baby boomers, Generation X, and Generation Y, or millennials. Let's take a closer look at each one of them. Traditionalists are older individuals ages 66 and over. They prefer learning through lectures and don't like role plays and interactive gaming elements in courses. Baby boomers are individuals ages 47 to 65. Just like traditionalists, they like lectures and workshops. However, most baby boomers seem to enjoy small group activities. Generation X is a younger generation ages 29 to 46. This generation prefers e-learning over traditional learning approaches. They enjoy experiential learning activities and, whenever possible, choose self-studying. Generation Y, or millennials, are individuals ages 18 to 28. These learners also prefer e-learning. They like hands-on activities and prefer learning through social learning tools such as blogs, podcasts, and mobile applications. As an instructional designer, one of the main challenges that you'll face is creating a successful learning experience geared towards all generations. Understanding the VAC model is one way to cover the needs of most generations. According to studies, traditionalists prefer an auditory approach to learning because most of them grew up listening to the radio. Baby boomers, on the other hand, prefer visuals because they grew up watching TV. Most learners who fall under generations X and Y are both kinesthetic and visual, as they grew up playing video games, writing emails, and using different types of social media tools such as Facebook and Twitter. As you create your courses, you should consider incorporating a variety of activities that appeal to all learning styles. Additionally, you should focus on making your courses meaningful by choosing a blended approach to learning and mixing strategies to accommodate both older and younger generations. Now, here is your exercise. What types of activities will you include in your e-learning course to ensure that you address the auditory, visual, kinesthetic, and generational learning styles? Remember, while it's nearly impossible to create one perfect solution that would close the gap between all learning styles and all generations, there are certainly ways to help you create courses to satisfy most learners' needs. For example, if you're developing an e-learning solution, you might decide to introduce main theories and concepts in a lecture format with video for visual and auditory learners and add some interactivity and gaming elements for your kinesthetic learners. Also, conduct your needs analyses to see who will be taking your course. Are they mostly younger or older individuals? If the course is mostly for younger generations, then consider including games and activities in your courses. Then, add a downloadable PDF file with all the content for traditional learners and baby boomers.